welcome back to my channel. I'm Jen. I post videos twice a week, and today's video is going to be testing lots of different brands that I found in Home and Bargains. So it's a testing Home and Bargains makeup video, so I hope you enjoy watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get straight into the video. Okay, so I have quite a few different products. I have some products from Max and More, I have some products from W7, which was new in, and I also have a makeup sponge from Lab Cosmetics. I think it's Live and Breathe Beauty, and I have a big makeup bundle from the Colour Workshop. So all of these were £2 and under. It was really affordable, really cheap. The first thing I'm going to start with is actually this makeup sponge. I love the colour of this, and it was only 99p, so that's why I picked it up, and it has a nice flat edge, so I'm going to use this first. Okay, so I have wet the sponge and it does feel quite dense, but I am really intrigued to see how good the flat side is for blending. I have wet it and it's a tiny bit bigger, but not a huge amount. So in Home and Bargains, I know Olivia Hale brand do a kind of foundation, but in my Home and Bargains near me there is none at all. So I'm just going to use my foundation. So this is going to be the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation, and this is the dewy one. So I'm just going to apply that now, and then let's see how good this sponge is. Okay, so far I feel like it's not doing much. I feel like I'm just moving the foundation around, but it's not really going in. It's just very hard. You can probably hear my face. It is very dense. So I might move to a foundation brush because I don't want it to look really patchy, but it's so dense. To be honest, this is actually from Home and Bargains anyway. This is the Olivia Hale makeup brush, which was 99p, but obviously I already have one of these, so I don't need to get another. So my foundation's on now, and it looks so much better with the brush. That sponge is just too hard. It's really hard to blend, so I wouldn't recommend the sponge at the minute. I have this concealer here. This is the highlighting concealer by Max and More. So this is what it looks like. I got the shade Light Beige, which is the lightest one. It says 01 Light Beige, so I'm very intrigued to see how this is going to look. So we'll take it. Oh, it's one of these. It's where you twist it up and it comes out. To be honest, I'm not a fan of these kind of concealers. It's come out now, so I'm just going to apply this under my eyes. Oh, okay, that's actually a light colour. I thought that was going to be really dark. There we go. The applicator isn't the best. I prefer a doe applicator, but yeah, so that is my concealer. So I'm just going to blend this in. I'm going to use my normal sponge to blend this concealer in, just because it is so soft and I know it does a really good job. Wow, okay, that's actually really brightening. I did not expect that. Maybe I put too much on. Okay, so that's the concealer. I'm actually really surprised at how well that actually looked. But that's definitely done a really good job, and that was only 99p. So yeah, very happy with that one. Okay, so for powder they didn't have any, so I'm just going to use my Rimmel Stay Matte under my eyes. Like that. And they didn't have bronzer either, so I'm going to take my Revolution Pro Sculpting Bronzer. They definitely should release one in Home and Bargains, because that would actually be so good. I think loads of people would buy it, but these two products are the only ones I didn't manage to get. Oh, and eyeliner and eyebrow actually. I have the Colour Workshop makeup bundle here, so you get 2 eyeshadow palettes, mascara, a highlighter, blush and a lipstick. So I'm going to use this blush here. So this is the Colour Workshop blush, and it's in a nice pinky colour. The packaging does feel very cheap, I'm not gonna lie. Very like flimsy. I think this lid will snap off very easily, but you know, it was £2 for that whole set, so you can't really go wrong. That's actually a really nice colour, and it is more pigmented than I thought. I thought it was going to be really sheer, but that seems to be a really nice summery pink colour. Okay, I look a bit like a clown now. Okay, for highlight I'm going to use the W7 Prismatic highlighting palette. So you can use this on eyes and your face. So I'm going to use this whitey, it looks a bit blue, but it's like a whitey highlighter with a tiny bit of blue speckles in. So I'm just going to dip into this shade here because I think that's like the lightest. So I'm just going to apply that. Oh, okay. That's actually really nice. That, I can't believe how pigmented that is. I'm saying that about everything, but wow. Oh my gosh, I can't believe how good that looks. Yeah, I'm very, very happy with this. This was only 79p, I think. And this is like brand new to Home and Bargains, and I can't believe how good that is. If you're doing a really bright eyeshadow look, I think these will look really nice on the eyelid. So yeah, so happy with that palette. I think that's amazing. Okay, so for eyeshadow, I picked up the Max & More 24 eyeshadow palette. I paid $1.99 for this. It comes in a big black palette, and I'm trying to open it. I don't know if it's just me, but that is not the same as what's actually in the palette. Like on here, there's definitely no purple and reds, and oh, there's that bright purple, bright blue, bright orange. But I do actually prefer this over this one. So I can't really complain, can I? But yeah, how odd. Maybe it just got put in the wrong sleeve, or this is just very inaccurate. I think I'm going to do a bronzy look, so I think I'm going to start with, this brown here, just to run through my crease. Oh, okay, that was a lot more than I thought it was going to be. Okay, so you really don't need a lot for these eyeshadows. This look is probably going to look like a right mess because I didn't realise how pigmented they were. But I'll try my best to blend them out. They seem to be blended out okay. They're not blending out as smoothly as I'd like them to be, but this eye is so much darker than this eye. It just keeps, it's not really blending out, it's it's like smearing over along my eyelid. Like up here is so dark. I use the Morphe eyeshadow brushes as well. Right, okay, so I don't think I can blend this out anymore. It's not really blending out, it's just kind of spreading. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take my finger and I'm going to dip it in this goldy bronze shade, goldy shade. I'm just going to apply that directly to the lid, like that. Okay, so I do think these are nice and pigmented, especially for the price. I expected them not to be that great, but I think that they're okay actually. Okay, so my thoughts on this palette so far are, I like the shades that they've got in. They've got quite a few nudes, and then they've got a few pops of colour in, and they do have a few shimmers and mattes in there. I do think that you need to be careful with how much you put on, especially the darker shade. So I kind of went in straight with the darker shade, the darkest one of the palette. So yeah, I think the shimmers are really nice. They're not too shimmery either, so as you can see, you can tell I've got something on my eyelids, but there's nothing, it's not major sparkle. So for £2, I think this palette is really good. Also, you can get this palette for £1 at Poundland. Okay, so for mascara, I have got the Colour Workshop mascara. It is very, very tiny, but it is part of a set, and I'm very intrigued to see what this is going to do. Oh, okay, so the brush is very weird. It's not your average brush. It's very thin, but has lots of like, it's just like got one swirl pattern going all the way up. So I'm intrigued to see what this is going to look like. So I'm going to go right close in. Well, it seems to definitely be lengthening my lashes. Actually, that is doing quite a good job. I don't think I'd use it on a day-to-day basis because I'm not a fan of the applicator, but I think that it actually looks okay, especially if you wanted to take it travelling or just to have some mascara in your handbag. I think this is actually a good alternative. Mascara is actually okay. It's not the best mascara I've ever used, but it's actually okay for being part of a £2 set. Okay, so I have a few lipsticks to try. So I have this lipstick from the Colour Workshop. This is more of a light pink colour, a bit more of a coral. So that was part of the set, and then I have these two, which is Max & More lipsticks, and the ones raspberry colour and one's a cranberry, so I'm going to see what these look like. But all of these shades are shades I'd never ever wear. Okay, so we have this very, very bright reddy pink colour, I would say. It does look more on the red side. And then we have this dark purple shade here as well. So I'm really not sure which colour to go for. You know what, I'll do it for this video, because this is like the colour I'd normally pick, but I do want to try something new. It does smell like a very cheap lipstick, I do have to say that. So let's see how this applies. Oh my gosh, this is why I don't apply red. Okay, so the colour actually is really nice. It's just a bit too bright for my liking, but it applied really nice, it glided on. It is like a really nice colour, but I just don't like how it makes my teeth look. Okay, so this is my makeup done. I definitely think that the eyeshadow palette was my favourite. I'm not a huge fan of the lipstick, but that's just because I don't like the shade. But it is actually a really nice lipstick to apply. It's not matte, it's more of a satin finish. And yeah, so I've just looked in the mirror at my highlighter, and even though it's coming off really well on camera, it's coming off as a line on my face. I don't know if it's just because it is like a tinted blue colour and that's how it's going to look, because I am still quite pale even though I'm tanned. But the highlighter, even though it's great pigmentation, definitely on me anyway, it's come across as a line on my face, and it actually makes me look a bit silly. But that's only, you can only see that in person, you can't see it on the camera, because it actually does make me look like I have a really nice glow. The eyeshadow palette was definitely my favourite. I'm definitely going to put the concealer and the mascara in my bag, just have with me in case I ever need it, but I wouldn't ever repurchase them or anything. So this makeup look definitely came to just under £10, I think, so it is very affordable, especially if you're just getting into makeup, and it does have a really nice glow. But I am very happy with how my makeup looks, even though I don't like this colour lipstick. It just makes me feel like I'm a clown wearing it. But yes, it's always nice to try something new. So that is the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!